Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at 10 photos taken before reality hit. Sometimes life can hit you hard, but not very often these moments caught on camera. Well, here are 10 of the most or least perfectly timed photos depending on your perspective. Prepare to laugh out loud and even cringe at some of the photos taken before reality hit hard. But first, be sure to hit the subscribe button hard, and why not press the bell icon too. Coming in at number 10, we have Prank of the Century. We all know that today pranks are more popular than ever, and every prank now seems to be caught on camera. Well, here's an example of this, but it isn't a hood prank gone wrong or anything like that. At one Indian college, the class of 2015 were doing their class photo. This included both students and teachers. However, on the day, several students were missing. The photo went ahead anyway, but not without a disturbance. The missing students had actually snuck off and prepared buckets of water to dump on their class from the roof. The official class photo of the soaking wet students was not released, but luckily somebody caught this awesome prank on camera right before reality hit for those below. Next up is Fishy Photo Bomb. One day in 2015, a woman from the USA was on vacation in Lebanon. In Lebanon, one of the main attractions is something called the hot water. The area is popular for people to swim in, dive in, and even have boat parties on. However, the woman visiting from the US made a big mistake by not thinking about the wildlife in the water. While she was having a photo taken in the water, a stingray attached itself to her back. Don't worry, she's not in pain, as the stingrays here aren't dangerous at all. However, she was very surprised and creeped out by this huge fish jumping on her back. Stingrays are very common in the area, but they usually don't photobomb visitors. Next up is the horns. We all know the saying, mess with the bull and you get the horns. Well, this is a guy who definitely messed with the bull and got the horn shortly after this photo was snapped. You see, in the Azores Islands in Portugal, they have a bull race through the town. One of the things the townsmen like to do is provoke the bull into chasing them and then dive into the water hoping the bull won't follow. However, in 2016, one man clearly underestimated the bull. He ran into the water, but the bull followed and pounced on him. This guy only had swim trunks on, so hopefully he's okay. But one thing's for sure, the bull definitely gave this guy a piece of its mind, and perhaps even a piece of its horns too. Next up is Pass the Mallet. This photo was taken in Russia and shows 3 farm workers eating lunch. While they were taking their lunch break, one of them asked another guy to pass him the mallet for a piece of work that needed doing on the farm. But the guy didn't react quickly enough when his pal threw the mallet right at him. The guy expected him to catch it, but as you can see from this image, that did not happen. In the photo, the mallet is inches away from the poor guy's face, meaning this guy probably got a mallet to the face. Let this be a lesson to you guys, never overestimate somebody's catching reflexes. It also looks like these guys have been drinking, so try to avoid asking for mallets from people who have been chugging beer all day. Then again, that guy's going to need a drink after that mallet hits. Next up is Hose Down. This image was taken in the USA during a school field trip. Some shipping yard workers were showing kids around the boat. On board the boat is a hose that the staff use to wash down the boat and the shipping containers. One kid was being shown how it works when suddenly the kid turns it on and accidentally sprays a worker. The worker was unfortunately standing right by the edge of the ship and fell into the water. At least he had a life jacket on, but that spray must have really hurt his face. The guy was totally fine afterwards, but I bet that kid felt pretty bad about spraying somebody off the boat. Next up is swinging. As kids, one of the most fun things in the playground was the swing set. But this is a photo that will remind you to act your age. One slightly older girl decided to mess around on a swing set and show off. However, things went wrong and she ended up flying off the swing. Her friend snapped this photo of her going headfirst into the ground. It's too bad this isn't a video, as it would have been a hilarious faceplant. The photo was taken in the UK back in 2014, and the girl is okay, if not a little embarrassed by her swing stunt fail. Next up, we have whale. We all know from before that wildlife can sometimes cause havoc. Well, in this photo, the people really were asking for it. 2 guys headed out to whale watch in their small boat. It's a very small boat, so they couldn't go far into the whale area, so they decided to watch from a distance. But it seems one of the whales in the waters had other ideas. It jumped up right by the guys and knocked their boat over. An image was taken of this by another guy from a professional whale watching tour seconds before it happened. He sure did see a spectacle that involved humans as well as sea life. The 2 guys were fine but were very wet, so this still is a photo before reality hit. Next up is Nosy Lion. Don't you hate it when people are all in your business and snooping around your personal space? Well, whenever this happens, count yourself lucky that it's not a lion trying to spy on you. The reason why I say this is because of a photo taken back in 2014. During a wildlife safari in Tanzania, Australian Bobby Joe Clo captured this heart-stopping moment. A young lion tried to get into their safari vehicle and crept up behind a ranger who was in the car. Bobby snapped the photo and then the lion was scared off, so luckily nothing bad happened. However, I can only imagine the look on the ranger's face when he turned around to see a lion staring right back at him. Next up is Cecil. We all know that sometimes the playground can be a dangerous place. Well, it doesn't help when you have some really shady friends who like pranking you. In 2013 in Russia, 3 friends were in a park. One of the boys posed for a photo, but he didn't realize that behind him his friend was pranking him big time. His friend stepped on the seesaw, which would have swung up and hit the kid right where it hurts. The photo was posted to the Russian site VK and went viral, seeing as it is pretty hilarious. But I bet these friends didn't speak for quite some time after this took place. Next up is Free Ride. Who doesn't love amusement parks? They're so much fun, but they do come with a hint of danger. Dozens of lives are lost every year at theme parks due to unsafe rides. Well, one time an unsafe ride was caught on camera. A woman was riding a swinging ride at a theme park in Florida, USA. However, her swing's chain breaks off. This left her dangling for a while and then the ride had to be stopped. She was fine and wasn't injured, but was very scared. Also, I bet it didn't do wonders for her confidence knowing that she caused a metal chain to snap. Check out the poll in the top right corner to vote for the most shocking photo taken before reality hit. And if you guys like life hacks, then be sure to check out my second channel. There'll be a video from my second channel on screen in a second, so why not check it out. But as always, thanks for watching. Take a look at some more videos on screen right now. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.